Hey guys, it's your boy ready for some F2P action, and for today's video we're gonna be having some fun using Minn-erva, and which we got from the Captain Marvel's update a few days back, and we're going to talk about how the character itself is and why she's getting so much love and so much hype already in the game, and then we'll do some gameplay. So I got it to 6-star today. I had a bunch of Shadowland biometric selectors from the last week's run and from today's run. So it was around 225, right? So around 550 of them, and I also bought some biometric selectors from the Alliance store. I guess 50, 100 or something. I don't know. I don't actually remember. So I got it to 6-star, and I really like the look of the character. It really looks different from all the other characters, and the skill set is really interesting as well, and the uniform just makes her really better, and the character I think is really fantastic. So for the details guys, I just got her to 6-star, and I did 2 or 3 runs for just some testing as how she is doing. And as you guys see, I have a 45% skill cooldown, ignore defense 35%, critical damage 193 is good, and I just equipped the obelisk, so obviously crit rate is 20%, pretty low, and attack speed is 101%, 111%. I don't know what am I doing. So character gears, after spending all the biometrics for her rank up, I didn't have much biometrics left, so her last gear is 16, and as you guys can see I am working on it, and I'll be building her up as soon as possible, and as soon as I get more biometrics to level her up and level her gears up. So for the skill set, I think skill set is amazing, but some flaws. Yeah, there's nothing is perfect. So the first skill, Agile Spy, is not an iframe, and this doesn't do much damage, as well as the second skill. So these two skills basically are, I'll say, useless, because you can't use them anywhere, either in the Extreme Alliance battle while you're fighting the beast, or in World Wars Ultimate. So it's just, I don't know why they even put those skills, but we are used to have some trash skills, right? So the third skill is a really important skill, and that's why I have it upgraded to level 6, the maxed out, because it gets a 15% all attack and all speed bonus. So all speed 15%, so I have already 111%, so with 15% I'll have 126% attack speed, which is really high, almost really close to the cap, which is 130%. And also it gives a crit rate 10% boost, which is a really good bump, and the skill is really quick, so once you press the skill you immediately get the buff, so it's really good for other skills to be buffed. And her 4-star passive dodge rate increased by 30%, increases her survivability as she is really squishy. I have noticed that she takes a lot of damage, and she can die easily if you don't pay attention to her. And the 4th skill, Chain Rush, without this uniform gives 100% immunity for the 5 second. It's really good, and for the PvP purpose or in Shadowland purpose, it also has a 3-second stun, which is really awesome. And the skill itself is a partial iframe, or I'd say when you press the skill, it's an iframe for 1.5 seconds, then she comes down and throws those cards. So it's a really good skill. And the genetic manipulation, it has paralyze, which is also obviously for PvP purpose or Shadowland. But the main thing I like about this skill is the transformation. She transformed into a giant monster, and I really love the animation. And I think her most damaging skill is the 4th one, but if you can time the proc at 5, it also do decent damage. So it's good. I like to use 3, cancel into the 4, then for the 5 press the 5 for some iframes. But you gotta careful with that, because the 5, it's the skill, when you press the skill, it's not an iframe in the starts, like 1 or 2 seconds when she transforms into the monster and slaps the ground. It's not an iframe, so you can get hit and you can get silenced by the beast if you're using her for the combat villain day, as which is today. So it's a really good skill, but you just need to pay some attention while casting, as I got silenced a lot by the beast, and it's a really hard thing to manage. And just try to keep yourself at the back of the beast to prevent it. And her tier 2 passive, we'll talk about it later, because I don't have her built yet, and it's really not I'd say really not fair for me or for the character to be talked about the tier 2 skill and I don't have it. So we'll talk about it later. And type enhancement, I just got her to 6 stars, so nothing else. And for the ISO set, I just rolled Power of Angle. I was lucky to have it. I just rolled it before I started recording the video. So well, many people say that overdrive is the best for her, as she gives herself 50% all speed bonus, but I'm way behind the cap. I'm like 5 to 6% lower than the cap, but so power of Hulk is good for me. And the other reason why I don't need power of Hulk is or I should say I don't need overdrive for her, because I am already nearly maxed out for the critical damage. And when I put her into the team with Lizard, so the team bonus for the ABS also gives like 5% critical damage, so I'm really close to the cap, so I don't need more critical damage from the overdrive set. So attack speed is good for me. For the ISO set, I really thought about it a lot, if to give her fully awakened ISO sets, as she's a meta and she's better than Apocalypse for the ABX Combat Villain Day. But I think she's not going to be scoring like 3 or 4 million or above in the ABX, or maybe pushing. She's not going to be the best for pushing World Boss Ultimate either. So I think it's better to just equip some 6-star ISOs and save the awakened ISO for future characters, as I'm trying to push World Boss Ultimate as high as possible. So I just want to maximize the output for the work I put in. So I think let's just put her right. Let's put some 6-star ISOs. I think I'll go with this one, and for this one, yeah, we go with this one. I'm going all attack. As you all guys know, physical attack is her base attack stat, so it's good to have a physical attack. But with the uniform, when you equip the uniform, the skill changes from physical to energy. So I just want to maximize the damage, and I don't want to lose any damage, so I just want to go for all attack. For this one, I don't think she's gonna be very good at World Boss Ultimate or something, so I'll give her physical defense is nice. I don't need her for PvP. And as well as this, if I have some, yeah, I have one here. So fierce, let's give her 171, and then 3. I have a bunch of all attack ISO saved up. I always try to roll for all attack, and I've been doing for a long time, so I have a pretty good amount of these. So let's go with this. Let's go with 1, the second, and there's the third. The dodge on this one, I think I should have gone for all the dodge, but dodge will help with her guaranteed dodge from the tier 2 passive, so it will be good. So now we are rocking stage 6 power of Hulk. She looks like this, and ignore defense is bumped up to 43% now, which is really good. And for the ISO set, for the obelisk, I prefer CTP energy is the best for her, because of the uniform bonus which she gets from this uniform. Equipped, increased chain damage by 10%, so it synergizes well with the CTP energy stain hit, and it increases damage really up. but I don't have a CTP of energy and I don't know if to put it on her. So I have a crit damage 180 proc rolled, and I had this for a couple of for quite a long time now from my inventory, so I'll put her in. So enough talk. I think let's just dive into some gameplay, and I'm gonna be using her today. Obviously, ABX my day. As you guys can see, I'm topping the list with Apoc. I got around 400k with Apocalypse, and he has a really good build and a CTP of energy, so it will be nice. Lizard and she. So let's go. Honestly guys, I just wanted to do a damage comparison and score comparison in ABX using her uni and without uni. I seriously guys, I spent like 3-4 hours thinking if to buy the uni or not, cause I was thinking to save for the end game update or maybe the Invisible Woman deluxe pack, but I think it was a good decision to so I got snared. Man, this sucks. So as you guys can see, it's not that easy to keep her out of that snare if you don't have max skill cooldown. So fuck, what the hell. So 252k with I got snared silenced a couple of times, so still a good run for tier 1 character. Now let's go here, and this is actually the fun part. Let's just equip her uni and let's see how much of a score difference it's gonna be. The uni is actually really good, and I have only done like 1 or 2 runs with the uni, so I don't have much practice, but I will get better along the way as I continuously play her and get used to the rotation. The rotation is kind of similar and really easy. You just start with the 5. You want the 5, 3 and 4 damage simultaneously, so that the chain hit damage can work like this. As soon as the ship disappears, I do 3 cancel 4, which is really good. And it actually procs really nice and procs on the 4th skill every time, so it's a good rotation to be used, and the proc doesn't deviate much. You can see the damage is really nice. So I'm really low on health right now. I just gotta play carefully. Damn, I got snared. I don't actually have max cooldown, so that's why it happened that way. Skill cooldown actually is really important for the rotation. And there we go. It's our best. Shit, man. I mean, it's eventually gonna get better, and I just scored more than what my Apocalypse did, and Apocalypse did like as you can see 386, and Minn-erva easily hit 400k with a tier 1 without a CTP of energy and with just a 180 proc. I know it's 180 is not a bad obelisk, but it's really I mean, she is really packing a punch, and she is really interesting character, and she has all the things that you need for pushing in ABX. So she is definitely gonna be meta for the combat supervillain day. And I hope you like the video, and if you let me know in the comments if you want to see some future content in particular, and if you want to see more of Minn-erva gameplay. I'll be building her as soon as I get enough bios for her. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you made it to the end of the video, I hope to see you again. See ya.